guys. We're going to show you here is a way of actually building your base outside of the storm shield. And to do that, basically, or the reason why you would do that is sometimes if you place an amplifier over the build area sort of thing, and you want to try and get outside of that storm barrier to build, this is how you do it. And basically what you've got to do is you've got to do this in someone's home base where they've obviously, it's their home base, and they start the home base up, but they don't actually launch. Now this follows the same suit as getting under the map, where the storm shield is in its small position, and then what will happen is I'll be able to go in, put myself in the area beyond the actual storm shield that would normally be there once every party's in the actual mission or the base itself, and then hopefully the storm shield won't be present and I'll be able to get outside. Once I'm outside of that area, I can just tell the homeowner he can now launch, and then boom, the storm barrier will come up and I'll be outside. I won't be able to get back inside unless I sort of respawn back to the spawn point, and that's hopefully what's going to happen. See, look, you can see that the actual storm shield is actually in the small position now, and you can see that there isn't actually a storm shield present at this moment in time. So if I just shoot over there now, whilst I was in this home base, you'll see that I've built this metal area here already, as well as that there, for this storm shield session was actually started. Right now, if you want, I'm actually on the outside now. I'm standing on top of the brickwork, so you'll be able to just spawn yourself in now. And I can now work on this on the other side of the storm shield, whereas I wouldn't have been able to before if we hadn't done this. As he spawns in, I don't think from experience I will be able to see the storm shield because I'm on the other side of it, so I'll have to be careful.
You know the drill. We're ready to expand
with how far I get to it. Oh no, I can see it. There's the dome. See, there's the dome there, look, see? So there we go. I'm now on the outside of the storm barrier, which I wouldn't normally have been able to do. So and it's in. Okay, right, what I'll do is I assume he's actually got room for this brick, so I'll start destroying all this.
A few moments later.
Right, well there you go. Clean base. Now before, when I first come into this base, obviously the storm shield was basically sort of across here as such. Around that way, like there was the line. So anything beyond that line I wasn't able to get to. So I've built this box here, and I've built that box there, and you can see now he's actually standing on the other side of the line, and he can't get to me. I could probably walk through it and get to him if I'm not careful, but then once I'm on the other side again, then that's it. I'll have to come out and we'll have to do this all over again. But that literally there, he represents the barrier line, and you can see that he's now walking in the semicircle all the way down it, and he will meet up with that yellow line there eventually if he jumps up on top of the metal. There we go, see? Perfect. He's now on the other side of there. So there's me on the outside and there's him on the inside. So that basically is it. So all you've got to do is exactly the same as my video I did on how to get under the map to any of the home bases. If you if the homeowner initiates the storm shield, you go in first and you get yourself on the other side of the barrier. If you make yourself a mark point of where the barrier was before you come in, like I've done here, make sure you're beyond it, and then you just holler to your teammate to come into his base. Once he's in, boom, the storm shield comes up and the dome will appear. That's how you get outside of the storm shield to build for your SSD amps if you don't have the room to build for it as such. And just like that, we're on the other side of the storm shield again. We've just come back in again after I finished off all the build on that side. As you can see, that's all complete and upgraded. I've trapped it all out, and I couldn't obviously see this on the other side, but on this side you can, and I wouldn't have been able to get anywhere near that inside there. Look, and I've upgraded everything in there. I've also trapped it all out in there. Everything's all ready to go. And all we're doing now is finalising this side of the build on the inside of the storm shield, just finishing off the upgrades, and I'll just trap this tunnel out and it'll be ready for the SSD. And yeah, so that's how you get outside of the storm shield. Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. If that was of help and interest, please consider using my support creator code 7SUP, which you'll see here. All the help will be appreciated, and if you've got Discord, you might want to join our Discord server, STW Central. The link will be in the video's description, and I'll bolt it on to the end of the video as usual. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.